Hey Stampers, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Clock, coming to you today for another little lesson at lunch. And today I'm going to be working with the Lucky Clover stamp set. This is in the new January to April mini catalog, and I will be featuring this set, the stamp set and the matching punch, the Clover punch, for my February workshop. And registration for that is now open. So if you like this stamp set and kind of want to make some cards for the March holiday, for St. Patrick's Day, for March birthdays. I have a birthday in March. I love the color green. So to me, a Lucky Clover card is always an appropriate birthday card for anybody who's born in March. And today I'm going to show you how to use the negative space. When we do a punch out, we always have that cutout piece, that negative space that, what can we do with it besides throw it away? Well, today I'm going to show you how to use that as a stencil. We're going to pair it with one of our new mini blending brushes, and we're going to use that negative space to kind of just create this background of just random clovers all over this paper. And then we're going to do a little heat embossing, and we're going to call this card done. So let's go ahead and get started. So for our base, I have the garden green. It is 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it at 4 1/4. I have a piece of, actually I have 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4. One we're going to put on the inside, one we're going to use with our stencil. And then I just have a piece of scrap basic white here that I am going to take, and I am going to punch out with our Lucky Clover punch, which I literally just had on my desk. And I don't know where I just put it. Did I leave it over here? Let me check. I did not. That is the bunny punch. I literally just had this Lucky Clover punch. Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to punch out. I'm going to punch out. Oh no, what happened? Let's go back. Can we go back? We're back. All right, sorry about that. I got an unknown call coming through. So we're going to punch out our Lucky Clover. Okay. And now I'm going to put that aside because we're going to use that. We're going to heat emboss on that. Now I've got this negative. So my question is, what do we do? We could throw this out for sure, but we can also use this and create a stencil. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to take out my garden green ink. I'm going to take out my little blending brush, and I am just going to just kind of start running this. Oops. Okay, let's see. That's fine. We're going to leave that as it is. That's great. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this again. The beauty is you can go light and dark. It doesn't really matter. All right, I'm going to come over here. And if you get a little bit of like a oopsie, you can just put the stencil back over it and do a lighter or a darker shamrock. Okay, so again, these are going to be kind of light over here. There we go. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do another one over here. All right, and I'm just using my blending brush to just kind of go over that stencil area. All right, let's do a little bit of a little tiny piece up here. And that's the beauty, is that you can just put a little bit on. You can do it however many you want. Let's do another bit over here. Let me just go over that like that. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do a little bit of a stem. Let's do the bottom end there. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll do another little top of the leaf there. Let's put that back up there. A little bit of the top of the leaf up there. Okay. And you see how we're just creating that background? Now I could certainly go ahead and layer another one over here. I could do another little bit of a leaf over here. It just depends upon how much you want to put on. So you can keep going. You can just say, I'm done, and be done with it. I think I'm going to add some more. I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to kind of layer some on top of what we already have down there. Maybe these I'll even make a little bit darker. Okay. All right, there's another one. So you see how that one's a little bit darker compared to some of the ones I have there. Let's go maybe put another one over here. And that's, you can just keep going as much as you want. You can put it as light or as dark as you want to make them. And you can see as you layer them over, you're just getting all different colors and blends. And there we have it. And I think maybe one more dark one right there. Maybe one more dark one right there. Okay, I'm going to try to go really dark here. I might put this on again. There we go. Okay. And now I think I'm going to call that done. Maybe, I don't know. See, I just keep saying like, I make the end, and I'm just going to put another one, little piece of one here. And I don't know. I think we'll call that one done. All right, we're going to call that done. So as you can see, you can have fun with this, and you can make it as much or as little as you want. And I don't know what happened to I think my camera fell. Okay. I apologize. We're kind of melting over here. All right, so now we're going to put a little bit of that tiny little shamrock image, the multiple shamrock image. We're just going to kind of stamp that on this left side. And we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside of our card because we just want to make sure that we have a little bit of interest on the inside of our card. And now we're ready to at least start putting some of our card together. Let's go ahead and we're going to put this in here. I'm using the wrong glue. And that was left over from many years ago, and I just happened to grab it. Okay, so now we've got that. I'm just kind of a mess tonight. I'm doing this on Monday night, and I'm just kind of a mess. It's been a long day. Now I'm going to add some ribbon, but I'm going to add, before I do that, I want to add a little heat embossing shamrock down here, just a little gold shamrock to give it a little bit of a pop of color. And we're going to heat emboss on this also, on our little cutout. We're going to heat emboss on that. So I'm going to come over here. I've got my embossing buddy. I'm just going to kind of run it over here to remove any static, and on here. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp a little shamrock. I don't know, maybe like right there. A little gold shamrock right there. Okay, and we're going to put some gold embossing powder on that. I've got some in here. Let's see if I can. Okay. Okay. Now, we've got a lot more embossing powder on there in places where we don't want it. So we're going to take our brush and just kind of brush that off. Okay. Because we don't want to get embossing powder really anywhere other than our shamrock. Okay. So I'm going to knock that off. Again, my camera keeps falling. This is not a good day today. This is a sign that maybe I should give it up. Okay, and then we're going to stamp good luck on our little clover. Let me move that up here. We're going to stamp our good luck here. Okay, and again, we're going to put some gold embossing powder on here. Okay, let's get a little bit more on there. Okay. I have enough in here. I just have to scoop it up. Okay. And we're going to do that. We're going to kind of get off some of the areas, again, where we don't want it. We're gently going to kind of brush that off. And now I do have even a smaller brush that I should have brought over, but I didn't. And I don't know why this will not stay. And I apologize that the camera keeps shifting. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little heat tool and we're going to heat set the embossing powder. And I don't know where my tweezers went to, but hopefully I won't burn. Let's get this out of the way so we don't heat set it to the tray. All right, so we've got our little good luck. We're going to heat set this. You know it's done when it gets shining. It's not really getting shiny yet because it's hot. Okay. Starting to get shiny. Okay, that's set. Now let's set our little shamrock here. All right. Now, we have both of these heat set, and I'm going to add a little bit of Stampin' Seal to the back here. And I'm going to add some of our gold ribbon. This is the one that is tearing up my paper. I don't know why. This one is just not working right. Okay, there we go. All right, for some reason, this new Stampin' Seal that I just opened is giving me fits. So I'm going to put a little bit of our gold ribbon on the bottom, and I put just a little bit of adhesive on the back to keep that in place. And again, I do apologize. I don't know why. This is just not meant to be, everybody. It just keeps falling and falling, but we're almost done. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this to our card front. And I'm going to use some liquid glue because that Stampin' Seal keeps tearing up my cardstock. So I'm going to add this right there. We're going to put that right on our front. Okay, I'm going to press it down because it did get a little tiny bit bent when I did the heat embossing. My paper curled just a little tiny bit. So I'm just going to hold it down. Okay, and now I'm going to come in here. We're going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and we are going to add them to our shamrock. Okay, we're going to put our shamrock right here. Got these all off. There's the last one. Going to put our shamrock right there. And I'm going to add one more little piece of gold. I'm going to tie a little knot on here. I'm going to cut about 4 inches of gold ribbon. Just about 4 inches. And I am just going to tie a little knot right around here. And that is a great way to use those negative stencils to create your own background, because there is no designer series paper that goes with this stamp set. So we can create our own by using that negative space, that negative stencil, when we punch out our 4-leaf clover, and we can use that negative space to create our own stencil and create our own background. Just use a blending brush, put it on in different colors, some light, some dark, and you've got a really interesting card there with lots of character to it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson at lunch. See you next week. Bye.